About a year and a half ago, while I was a senior in French class, there were these two younger girls, dubbed Hot Topic and Craft Store for the clothes they wear, who made life in that class super dramatic. For our first project, they submitted a drawing of Equius that looked like the crayon masterpiece of a 5-year-old. That's when I knew these girls were trouble, and I really wanted to stay away from them. I used to be moderately into Homestuck, discussing it with other fans online, small troll doodles, but doing such public, attention-grabbing things really makes me anxious and uncomfortable. Since that class was really easy, I often finished my work and then took out my personal one-sketch-a-day notebook and drew in it. My French buddies would often ask to borrow it to see the previous days and such. So one day, as one of my friends who sits directly in front of Craft Store is flipping through it, Craft Store literally stands up and shouts, mid-lecture, "Are you a Homestuck?" Upon seeing some Homestuck doodle, I can't even remember that was in there. I nodded very slightly and just before the teacher and started reprimanding her for interrupting the lesson in the middle of class. I cannot handle that kind of tension, so I quickly asked for my notebook back and tried to sink into my desk. Throughout the year, both Hot Topic and Craft Store continued to make life for my little French teacher far more difficult than it needed to be. Not turning in assignments, losing textbooks and workbooks, talking about Homestuck and other animes while the rest of the room was silent, throwing fits during class that involved yelling, crying, and arguing with one another, and giving the teacher major dramatic attitude whenever she tried to help them and keep them in line. My little French teacher is such a sweetheart and a sassy lady. She doesn't deserve that kind of shit. So I really felt bad when they stepped on her and mistreated her all year long. From what I've seen, they both haven't changed a bit, and still obsess over Homestuck.